Thokozani bantu abadala, thokozani bogogo nabomkhulu, thokozani indlondlo enkulu. We are here and ngenani siqaleni. Yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting topic. So, guys, uqeda kubuya kitla kitatile baheso. At least I'm not late, it's better than late. So yeah. At least let us wait up until we're 20 of us. It's been a very busy day, but and yeah. Stars, by the way. Stars. Thokozani. Enhla nasenzansi, bantu abadala siyabingelela. Ngoma ngiyavusela, thokozani emakhosini. Ngithabise ngibheku, Musa Simphiwe. Nyembe sikhandisa, evidence okuhle, thokoza, phuthi, thokoza. Yeah. Okay. I think singaqala. Abaningi bazosithola ngendlela. It's gonna be a very interesting topic, so ngifuna ukuqeda ngesikhathi. Mission Pikinda. Okay. At least remember Mangala Sabaka. Yeah, I think we can start now. Um, so today we are basically unpacking Pentecostal churches. Your St. John, your ZCC, your Shembe, your IPHC, your Jericho. That's what basically we are unpacking today. So, guys, one of the things that inspired this topic of today, it's because of the whole trolling that I've been seeing go on our social media streets. It's TikTok, it's Facebook, where people will be bashing out these churches and Zion. Sorry, I forgot. And where people would be bashing out these churches as khulile ngaphakathi kwazo, of which 90% of us are spiritually gifted. Siphuma phakathi kwazo, sikhulele phakathi kwawo lamabandla lawa. You understand? So I've seen this trend that has been happening, people trolling these churches, some of them calling them cult, hey, vat, kuthelwe, this, that, and all of that. So today's life is inspired by that. And I am not here to debate on everything people have said. And I am not here to rectify or to know it's not like that, it's like this. However, I am here to teach. I am here to teach the spiritual side of it. I am here to give you a clear. Togozan, sorry about that. Someone just called me, and I don't like calls. Can I just do like this? Yeah. Oof. Okay, perfect. Basically to rectify on what it has been said. Well, not to rectify, I mean to say, but to teach on what people have said. To give a spiritual side of you. Sorry, someone tried to call me and the network had just cut off. Yeah, sorry about that. So I did a little bit of a research of where could this Pentecostal churches originate. And when I was Googling, doing my Google research and everything like that, I had to realize Oguti, most of them, they have a common background, of which it's the AFM, the Apostolic Faith Mission. Majority of the leaders who founded these churches are from the AFM, the Apostolic Faith Mission. And one of the first founders of this Pentecostal churches who decided to part way with the AFM was Daniel Nkonyane, the founder of, I think it's the Nkonyane Revelation of something church or something like that. I'm forgetting what's the name of it. It was the first one. The first guy who decided to fuse Christianity and African spirituality, build up a church that sort of serve Christianity at the same time it serves African spirituality. Followed the leader, the founder of the Shembe Baptist Church. Followed the founder of ZCC, Engenase. Followed Me Christina Nkuna. Is it Nkuna Nkunu? Nku. Me Christina, the founder of the St. John. And something didn't make sense to me when I read up this. All of them, they come from this AFM church. They come from this AFM church, and all of that. Then I was a little bit intrigued about kereke isonto laseZion ukuthi if ZCC, its founding, it's the apostolic and the AFM, the St. John same, the Shembe same, then what does the Zion originate? And then I remembered ukuthi sometime a year ago I used to have a blog, by the way. There's this app that they call Blogger. I don't know if it still exists, but I had a blog there. So I once came across a blog of this lady, this Ghanaian lady, who wrote a history about this Ghanaian healer, who is said to be the founder of Isonto laseZion. I'm forgetting the name of this lady, but it was something Omaria is actually the shorten of it, but it's one of these long names. Those African names of which you can't even pronounce with your tongue if you're not used to that language. So it was this lady who is said to be the founder of Isonto laseZion. And nakhona, when this lady explained this history, when she was writing it down, she said it was not meant to be a church, but instead it was more of kasotho kapa kasipedi ba re ke diagelo. Ngesizulu kuthiwa iziko lika moya, whereby you would go there, sing, abaprofite, uthole insebenzo niphume nihambe. Basically there was no Christian doctrine that was practiced there. There was no Bible that was preached. There was no word of God that was preached. It was only about serving the Spirit. It was only about fulfilling seporofeto. It was only about healing. That's what it was, basically. Ngoba kwakuzoshawa igubhu mhlambe kuculwe kwenziwa whatever lena eyenziwayo. Makuprofita umoya uma wehla abantu baprofete ukuthi kwakunenkinga esona all of that. Kumele uhlanganisele 1 no 2 no 3. Kube khona abantu abazosiza lapho kuthiwa simhlanganisele no 1 no 2 no 3 no 4. Unikeze leyo nsebenzo leyo uphole and all of that. Sharp. And then when I read upon this lady is that she was a healer, wayenyanga, more of igedla, someone who was gifted, a herbalist. Kodwa sathi isithunya sakho masifika sathi kena makahamba yoqala this thing today which is called Isonto, a church, a Zionist church. Wase ayiqala ke this thing. Sharp. It is said ukuthi instead of it spreading to the northern and to the middle Africa, it spread to the south of Africa, of which yathi mayispreada abanye bathi mabekhabula kulo moya owasuqaliwe eGhana, abanye bakhabula umndawo wakhona, of which it was the blue and white ndawo. Some churches that decide ukubamba the blue and white bayenza isambatho sabo. Abanye bathi mabekhabula kulo moya owasuqaliwe bakhabula the yellow, isithunya sakhona. Some churches stick to yellow and white. Ingelo zakhona zaphakama zaba yellow and white. Abanye bathi mabekhabula bakhabula umndawo wakhona, bakhabula the green and yellow qobo lwayo. So iZion, the origin of it, it's a type of a church that it mixes. It's a fusion of umndawo nesithunywa. But umndawo wakhona, umndawo ohamba nobunyanga ngaphakathi. But ubunyanga bakhona kubunyanga bobugedla, ubunyanga obusebenza ngemithi. So if kubunyanga obusebenza ngemithi, umndawo wakhona wouldn't represent itself as black. Instead, it will decide to represent itself with something that relates, with a color that relates to the nature of which it's green. then isithunywa sakhona would decide to distinguish itself using a color that relates to the land. Ilanga lithi maliphuma lishaye emhlabeni qala before liwela ngasemalwandle, of which color will be that? Will be yellow. So a fusion of isithunywa nomdawo. That is why most of our churches ase-Zion, whether it's Zion Apostolic, whether it's ZCC, whether it's Zion Chief, the common spirit or the common mdawo wakhona, it's the green and yellow. Lawa amanye amakhala sewangalandela. Lawa amanye amakhala sewangalandela ngalendlela azolandela ngakhona, but the common mdawo wakhona, it's green and yellow. Whether it's a Zion Apostolic, mhlambe ilokhu njana uthola ukuthi isambatho sala ekhaya it's blue and white, there will always be that one person ozovumbuka ne-green and yellow. There will always be that one bishop. Uthola ukuthi mhlambe la esontweni uniform yakhona it's blue and white, but ubishop ugqoka i-green and yellow as a representative of umdawo wakhona, of which masikhuluma ngomdawo wakhona sikhuluma ngaleli dlozi elalihamba nalo yamama, elalihamba with that healer. Masikhuluma ngesithunywa sakhona sikhuluma ngesithunywa esabiza lo yamfazi, esabiza that healer, sathi qala leli ziko likamoya. So ngisho noma lempande inganaba izizwe zonke, even if it can spread the whole continent, but there have to be something that represents the origin of it, and that's the only color of which it's the green and yellow. That is why ZCC isambatho sakhona esikhulu, it's green and yellow. eZayoni ngisho noma sebangazenzela ilokhunjana izambatho zabo ngokuhlukahlukana kube khona ngagcina ngangafanise pink ngathuka ngamangala, noma sebangafaka kubo white bamstash blue bamenza abe blue mfana abe card box, ngisho noma bangamstasha uyellow bamstash mfana, but the common or ngithi the original color yakhona it's green. It's green because isona sambatho sakhona esikhulu leso. And sakhula kwaziwa ukuthi iZayoni isonto likamoya. iZayoni ubunyanga akusinto elahlelwe ngaphandle, akusinto abantu abadala what basically I can say amaZayoni ayahamba yo practice izinto zikamoya, a practice izinto zamadlozi zabantu abadala, then they come back babuye futhi esontweni, they can basically be able to fuse these two together, you know. That's how we grew up knowing amaZayoni namhlanje lawo uzwathola sewasindisiwe and all of that, but the originality of Zion ukuthi umoya uyasebenza ngaphakathi esontweni, and nezinto zabantu abadala nokwamadlozi kuyahlonishwa and all of that. Right. So going back to the history of the AFM, this founders of this Pentecostal churches that we have today, coming out of the church and everything like that. One thing engathi manginothisa eyokuqala kulama leaders, number one, all of them, they were African healers. Bonke. Number two, the reason that made them to come out of the AFM is Thunya Sabo. It wanted a place where it can function properly, where it won't be judged, where it will be able to use different methods of healing. Isithunywa sabe sabakhipha sathi phuma wena, but ungaphumi nje kuphela, phuma uqale into yakho. phuma uqala isonto lakho nawe phuma uqala isonto lakho nawe phuma uqala isonto lakho. Nomunye waboniswa ngale ndlela aboniswa ngakhona. All of them bonke bebangamahilasi, bonke bebanempande yobizo. Kwase kuukuthi basemasontweni lawa akuwona, isithunywa sabo kwaba ukuthi isona sibanyumulayo sathi phuma. So asiqale ngesithunywa saka Shembe. Isithunywa saka Shembe, it's that type of isithunywa and ngifuna notice something, yes, ngifuna uhambe nami. I want you to notice all these common things kulamabandla lawo. Isithunywa saka Shembe, it's that type of isithunywa that uses white, of which it's white, it's the common color. Kuwonke amakhala representa isithunywa. So basically isithunywa saka Shembe, it's that type of isithunywa that chose not to distinguish itself using any color. Instead, it chose purity. It chose to be pure. It chose to operate without distinguishing itself. However, umdawu waka Shembe, umdawu ka green. Isithunywa sakhona kungaba isithunywa si white, but umdawu wakhona umdawu waka green. Umdawu wasehlane, umdawu wasentabeni, la kukhona imithi, la kukhona utshani. So it now makes sense to you ukuthi why isonto laka Shembe ungeke uzulithole endaweni mhlambe kuthiwa nayi ayibranch yakhona ilaphayana or something like that. They prefer ukukhulekela ehlane. That is where umdawu wabo ukhona. Yilapho bethola khona amandla, where there is green. Sharp. Asindluli. And then you go to St. John. Uyabona mme Christina ne, our mother. She was more of a water goddess, a water prophetess than someone who was more into the land. Beka umuntu onesithunywa sezulu, something that we call isithunywa sezulu. If you've ever heard about that name, athi umuntu onesithunywa sezulu. She was that person owayenesithunywa sezulu. And isithunywa sakhe sasisebenza ngemvula. Kusho ukuthi amadlo zakhe la wayenawo inelidi nishabula. Oyisemkhulu bakhe babekwazi ukunesa imvula and all of that. I think that is why even today kudumile ukuthi isonto lakaMasango babehlangene imvuliyana and all of that. So yena for yena, as I say ukuthi she was more into the water. Isonto lakaMasango libuswa abalozi. Libuswa isithunywa, but libuswa abalozi kakhulu. And umdawu wakhona umdawu wasemanzini, umdawu ka blue, ka royal blue, specific royal blue. Libuswa umdawu wasemanzini. But the hierarchy would stand be isithunywa sakhona saka white, the blue and white, a fusion of, so mamela, eZion would be the green and yellow, ne Tikwan. Kashembe would be the green and white. So the white would be isithunywa sakhona, the green would be umdawu wakhona, right? As far as eZion would be the green umdawu wakhona, the yellow would be isithunywa sakhona, right? Going to St. John will be the white will represent isithunywa sakhona, the purity. The blue will represent umdawu wakhona, the water umdawu spirit, the royal blue. And then you go to ZCC. Gregasioni, it's quite the same, of which neZion. Umdawu wakhona would be the green, and then isithunya sakhona would be the yellow. The other colors ziyalandela nje ngemuva, but isambatho sakhona esikhulu saka green and yellow. Right. What is the most common thing about these churches? The common thing, guys, ukuthi zonke zibuswa isithunya. Ngifuna uhambe nami ungalengobaleka, ungalengulahleke ngoba walahleka uzongiluza. The common thing ukuthi zibuswa isithunya. Upper masters. Okay, siqhubekeni. The common thing ukuthi zibuswa isithunya zonke. And njengoba lamabandla ebuswa isithunya, they stand to be ancestral. They stand to be anti-mngoni. Mhlambe bangayipractice izinto eziphathelene namadlozi. Mhlambe kaShembe bangapractice izinto eziphathelene nabantu abadala. Uhambe ufike uphahla ekhaya wenze yonke imisebenzi yabantu abadala. EZayoni ungahamba uyokwenza lokho, uyokwenza yonke into ephathelene nabantu abadala and everything like that. Maybe eSt John bayakuvumela ukuthi uhambe uyoyenza yonke into ephathelene nabantu abadala. ZCC, if you want to go and do anything that is to do with your ancestral stuff, you go and do it. There's a period of ukuzila, 7 days, 7 days that you do, then you come back, then you come back, so you can start and everything like that. But if you noticed, you're not allowed ungena nobizo lwakho mhlambe uthi uyisangoma and ufuna ukusonta khona. There will always be that politic that will rise ukuthi thina la isontweni izangoma ivumelekile, thina la isontweni this what and all of that. Kerekeng ya Soni dingaka khada dumelela. St John, I've heard also ukuthi I'm not quite sure if bavuma or what, but I've heard ukuthi there's that political thing that's happening. EZayoni namhlanje sezikhona asekhona kamazayoni that have sort of went back to the root back whereby izangoma zikhona esontweni and nes prophet of sisasebenza, of which it's supposed to be like that eZayoni ngoba vele the founder yakhona kwakumuntu owayenyanga. KaShembe, I've heard a very huge politic, but I've heard a very huge politic speaking to abanye obafo, but the other ones were debating, but KaShembe akuvumelekile ukuthi uma uyisangoma usonte khona ngoba unyazi uyena kuphela umuntu osikhulumela namadlozi ethu, uyena kuphela umuntu osikhulumela nomveli nqange nomenzi. Others were saying no, it is allowed only if you don't mix izinto zakwaShembe Something keeps on interrupting my videos, guys. I don't understand which ones. Oh, nangu nokuthula. Koko nokuthula asho ukuthi abavume St John, you know. They don't allow that ukuthi athi was ukuthi abavumelekile ukuthi izangoma zibe khona and all of that. And into engizoyibeliever ukuthi ngempela vele azivumelekile izangoma kaShembe. You know why? Ngake ngafunda enye incwadi eyayibhalwe, I think it was the founder yakhona. Kunencwadi ayibhalile. Ngangayifunda, my aunt wayesonta khona, ngangayifunda leyo ncwadi leyo. And there's a section that I came across eyayithi isangoma esivumelekile kaShembe. Isangoma esivumelekile kaShembe, isangoma esingcwele, isangoma esihlanzekile. And isangoma esihlanzekile, isangoma esingene emanzini saphuma nenyoka. Then isona sangoma leso esivumelekile kaShembe. Kodwa nje isangoma esihambile sayothwasiswa umuntu sangena ephehlweni saphuma, no, singcolile leso sangoma. Ngikhumbula kahle lo ncwadi leyo. I remember that text ngifunda. That paragraph I meant to say reading it. And I would strongly agree with that. Now that's the common thing about these churches, ne? Ukuthi ubunyanga buyachelelaniswa abufuneki bubekelwa le and all of that. That's one. Number two, okay, that's one. And this is the reason, guys, why ukuthi bungavumelekile. Ngifuna ningimameleni kahle. Isithunywa ngiyeza ngeJericho sihlobo, ngiyeza, don't worry. Isithunywa ungakhohlwa ukuthi siphakeme, siphezulu, ubungoma busemhlabeni, in the land. And isithunywa, when it sees idlozi lomnguni, it sees it as a filthy spirit. Libona idlozi lomnguni kuumoya ongcolile. Sona siphezulu siphakeme, asinyatheli emhlabeni, simele. Masibuka umhlaba siubona umnyama, masibuka umhlaba siubona ungcolile. So when it sees idlozi lomnguni, liubona as a filthy spirit. Also in ZCC. So all these churches, they are combined. Zisebenzisa umoya. Zisebenzisa isithunywa. The leading spirit is isithunywa ngaphakathi kwazo. Now this is the thing about IPHC. I almost said IPCC. IPHC. Isonto lase-IPHC liphuma phakathi ZCC. It was founded, the founder yakhona, uLokuzwana Bab Modise, beka member yase ZCC. It was one of the reverends zase ZCC. So the IPHC, it's one of those churches that don't use Seporofeto, but it's Christian. It's Tunya Sakona. It's mostly on the Christian doctrine. Madi a Jesu, Poloso, Khotlatseha. It's all about the blood of Jesus. That's why they're red and white. That's why Ngelosi Akoni 7 is so red and white. It's more Christian affiliated. It's more into the Christian doctrine. Madi a Jesu. The blood, the red, the white, the purification, sihlanzwa izono zethu igezwa, sihlanzwa ngemvana and all of that. The water elaphuma enxebeni mhla indodana kaDavide ihlatshwe enxebeni, the water will be the blue yabo baba, I think maybe. It's the doctrine yakhona, it's Christian doctrine, it's Christian affiliated. It's not based on into it's Tunya or the Pentecostal side of Seporofeto or something like that. I once heard ukuthi they only believe in prayer. It's only about prayer. Angazi noma iy'nsebenzo zikhona na essential e-IPHC. I'm not sure about that, but something like that. So yeah. So if isithunywa sakhona sibona idlozi lomnguni lingcolile, definitely kulawo masonto lawo isipho sobongoma isipho engeke sisamukeleke, because it is seen as singcolile. Emhlabeni bantu abamama ngixoxele mntwana bakagogo, there will always be that contrast that happens between two spirits, whether umndawu nomnguni, whether amahosana nomnguni, whether amanono namahosana, but there will always be that contrast. And one of the most common contrast, one of the most common cohesion we are familiar with, it's the cohesion between isithunya nobungoma. Isithunya sizibona singcono si-clean, ubungoma buphansi emhlabeni byalapha. Isithunya masibheka ubungoma sibona bungcolile. It's IPHC has no insebenzo omkhulu, something like that. Yabo? Naso-ke. So there'll always be that contrast that happens. And for as long as there's that contrast, angeke lethule ize ihlale ndawonye isebenzisane. Kufana ngisho noma wakha umsamo, ngisho noma emsamo wakho ulokhu umsamo ulokhu njena useta, angeke lapho khona uphahla khona ufike uthandaze khona. You can't do that. Kumele kube khona ikhona lakho lapho khona ubeka khona into zakho, utshwala, impepha, mabhaya akho and everything like that. Lapho khona mawufika khona uyazi ukuthi thokozani bogogo nabomkhulu, thokozani intonze ezinkulu nenayishingishayo zomoya. Mina ingane nosibani nosibani ngiyakhuleka abantu abadala. And then you have your own side lapho khona khona indwangu emhlophe mhlambe uyibeke phansi, cansi lakhe indwangu emhlophe, your 7 candle stand, your glass of water, your sweets, ithanda ezimnandi ke, your sweets, your Fanta orange, your Fanta pine, or your Sprite, your fruits, amakhandlela wakho, maybe if it's that colorful candles or it's all white. Lapho wazi khona ukuthi uma ufika khona ukhanyisa amakhandlela ushaya isifile esi1 ubiza ubaba wethu osezulwini ntatake ishumu dimomo samu dimomo gawo tsonatse ukawufela. Laphayana siphakeme, laphayana singcwele, laphayana siyahalalela, la siphansi sisemadlozini, la siyaphahla, la yimpepha, la yimithi, mix masala nje. So isithunya masibheke ngapha sithi yeah, no, I can't. No, darling, definitely not. So it's that type of it's that type of a thing. For IPAC sebedisa dibaki though, which is an Israel concept. What is the connection there? By Israel sebedisa support of. Okay, I'll explain it, but don't worry. So it's that type of a thing. Lapho kona isithunya sibona ngapha kungcolile. Sharp. And here's another thing that is common about these churches. Zonke zinesambatho. All of them zinesambatho. It's thunya doctrine, it's thunya skill, or it's thunya idea ukuba nesambatho. Akusinto yasedlozini. Isithunya esezane idea ukuthi makube khona isambatho. Why? Isithunya siphakeme guysini, ne? Mara asithandi abantu abaphakeme. Sona ngokwaso siphakeme, mara asifuni umuntu aphakame. I don't know if I'm making sense. Sona ngokwaso siphakeme, it wouldn't want you to have an ego ubele phezulu uzibone nawe uphakame. Instead, it's that type of a spirit. Sifuna ukuthi masinibone nonke on one level. Sinibone nonke nifana. Sinibone kungabi khona ofikayo othi mina nginemali ngizongena ngeGucci esontweni, mina nginemali ngidlula wena ngizongena ngeLouis Vuitton, mina nginemali ngizongena nani, mina ngiphuwa ngizongena nesicathulo sami esidabukile. Asifuni ukuthi kube khona ofila ukuthi khona unemali, asifuni ukuthi kube khona ofila ukuthi kube khona ozizwa empofu kunomunye. It wants everyone to feel the same. It wants wonke umuntu azibone elingana. That's the main purpose of isambatho, to make all of you feel the same, to feel humbled, nonke nifana. Kube ukuthi maseniqala nikhumbule izambatho zenzeka moya, then that's when you would say mina ngineGucci, mina ngineLouis Vuitton, mina ngidriver in, mina ngidriver in. But none besides that. Ngesambatho nonke niyafana phansi kwaso. That's one thing isithunya yiso eseza nalelo njana with that idea. Also, isithunya eseza with an idea yokukhuleka ngekhathi. Time frames of praying. Isithunya, it's an idea of isithunya. It has nothing to do with idlozi. Don't confuse the two. It has nothing to do with isithunya eseza nalelo idea leyo ukuthi ngo6 kuyathandaza, ngo9 kuyathandaza, ngo12 kuyathandaza, ngo3 kuyathandaza, ngo5 kuyathandaza. Isithunya. Why? The main purpose yakhona kwaku inele go hlompha mangeloye, inele go hlompha mangelo ya sebaka. Ngichazani na, what do you mean makhosi ifunela go hlompha? Bekukuhlonipha izingelosi zikamoya ngendlela ifika ngakhona. So ngo6 umakhulekwa, usually ngo6, I usually see people bakhuleka ngo6, but ngo-6 it's usually a very good time yokuphahla. But let me ngibeke eceleni ka-6. Let me focus on this 3. Le 3 le. 9 o'clock, 9 p.m., 9 a.m. or 9 p.m., 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock. It's either 3 a.m., 3 o'clock. 9 p.m., 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So, le mithandazo le ihluke kanje. Umthandazo wango-12 ebusuku, umthandazo wakho. That's where you pray yourself. You pray about everything oyifunayo. Ucomplain uma ube uyacomplaina, ucela into oyicelayo emadlozini. Everything ucela into oyicelayo engelosini zakini and everything like that. And ngo-12 o'clock it's usually a water element. It's usually a water element. Abantu abanabalozi, the water spirit. Abantu abanabalozi, abantu abaneyinzuza, abantu abanamahosana, abantu abanesithunya sasemanzini, nomndawo wasemanzini. It's a very good time ukuthi ukhuleke ngaleso sikhathi leso. So that's where you get time to connect ney'ngelosi zakini zasemanzini. If ugogo wakho mhlambe wayesonta kule type esontayo and you find her on the water spirit, she's a water spirit to you, uyisporofito. That's the perfect time ukuthi ni connect wena naye isikhathi sango-12 o'clock. Umthandazo wango-9 p.m. Umthandazo that it's mostly not about you. Instead, umthandazo wabantu. That is where you pray for abantu emhlabeni. That is where you pray for abaseyibhedlela. That is where you pray for abasemajele. That is where you pray for abagulayo. That is where you pray for your sisters and brothers abasohambeni lukamoya, abasadinga amandla, abasafuna ukuthandaziswa, ukukhulekiswa, abathola amandla amasha. That is where you pray for people who are depressed. That is where you pray for everyone emhlabeni, everything that can cross your mind. That is where you pray for ingozi emgwaqeni. You pray for everything. Because of why? No, let me not go there. So, ilokhunjana umthandazo wango-9 owalokho, owango-12 owalokho. Umthandazo wango-3, umthandazo wabantu, how do I put this one? Umthandazo wango-3 ilapho khona buhlangana khona iy'ngelosi namadlozi. Yeah, let me put it like that. Ila kuhlangana khona iy'ngelosi namadlozi. Ila uthola khona abantu abanamadlozi asemhlabeni, abantu abanobungoma, abantu abangamagedla and everything like that. But it's also lapho khona manikhuleka khona nibiza iy'ngelosi zalamasonto lawa enisonta kuwona. Usually iy'ngelosi zalamasonto lawa, abomama uChristina, iy'ngelosi zakhona, iy'thunya zakhona, babu Shembe, I'm forgetting unyazi, engenase, all of them. That's where iy'thunya zabo ziphakama khona. That's where iy'thunya zabo ziphakama khona, zithula isikhathi zokuphakama. Isikhathi sabo ke leso. Uma kwakhuleka waphakamisa ngaleso, wathandaza ngaleso sikhathi leso, it's where iy'thunya zabo, iy'ngelosi zabo, ilapho ziphakama khona. That is why if amadlozi akini angakufuni phakathi kwalelo sonto lelo, loyo mthandazo lo uzokusinda ngenye indlela emangazayo. Wena nje mayiqala kushaya u-3 udonsi, obunye ubuthongo bu-serious ngenye indlela emangazayo. Wango-12 ungakwazi ukubamba, wango-9 ungakwazi ukubamba. But when it comes to that time, mase kumele ukhuleke. If idlozi lakini lingakufuni lelo sonto lelo, kholwa mina, I'm telling you, nasi uzolala into engasuke phansi. Kufana ngisho noma unoprofeti nje ezoprofeti obusebenza ngamanzi and everything like that. Mhlambe uprofeti bokukhuleka obusebenza ngamanzi and everything like that. Akunabongoma or something like that inside. Umthandazo wango-12 nomthandazo wango-9 uzokwazi ukuba. But when it comes to umthandazo wango-3 uzokusinda. Uzokusinda because of lapho kusuke kungena khona the element yobongoma ngaphakathi. Kusuke kungena the element, the land spirit element. So it's where mostly of uthola ukuthi umthandazo wango-3 ungumthandazo wabantu abaphiwe ngobuthandazi, ubusebeletsi, the the yellow speaker type of people, abantu abaphiwe ngobusebeletsi. And uma bezokhuleka ngo-3 Ntathakusa, lapho sekusa khona ilanga lizohlaba emhlabeni, kumele bathi uma bakhuleke baface on the western side, baflathele lapho ilanga lizovela khona on the eastern side. Why, makhosi? Bathi uma bebheke on the western side, angithi bafake iphika eziyelo, babheke on the western side ngoba amathuna oyisemkhulu abheke on the western side. Bathi bona uma bekhuleka babiza amadlozi abo, athi amadlozi mawevuka bathole bebhekane kanje nawo. Lithi ilanga maliphuma liphume lishaye phezu kwamahlombe wabo, libaphe amandla, liba-rejuvenate, libaphe amandla. That is why kuyisiphika esihleli ngemuva emahlombe esiyelo. Lithi ilanga malishaya phezu kwaso, libenzani? Libapha amandla, it rejuvenates, it gives them power once again. Because uma bengabheka ilanga, kusho ukuthi lizothi maliphakama libathole lishaye bona emehlweni. Athi amadlozi mawevuka ngoba phela bona bayakhuleka bayaphahla at the same time. Bathi amadlozi mawevuka ebabheka idlozi lakho malivuka on the western side, lithi yavuka lithola uflathele wena ubhekele lona, livuka libheka wena ubhekelanga, kanti kumele ubuke lona. Lithi ilanga maliphuma lishaye wena emahlombe, liku-rejuvenate, likupha amandla. Why likupha amandla? Because of ungumthandazi, uthandazisa iy'nkinga zabantu emhlabeni. You are more of a servant, ukhulekisa iy'nkinga zabantu emhlabeni. Yeah, you get me. So where was I wanted to say something and then I ngayikhohlwa. Yes, nangakhumbula. So when I'm on 9 o'clock, as you pray for abantu and everything like that, ukhulekisa ngo 12 o'clock, you're praying for yourself. Umthandazo wango 9 o'clock, it's very much important. Why? Because of isithunya, guys. Okay, umthandazo wango 12, it's very much important because wango 9, it's very much important because owango 9 uphendula imthandazo yango 12. I repeat again. Owango 9 umthandazo uphendula umthandazo umkhuleko wango 12 o'clock, because ngo 12 o'clock bosikhulekisa wena, and owango 9 o'clock bokhulekisa abantu. Why, makhosi? Why are you saying this? Isithunya uma choose, I've said this before on many of my lives, ukuthi isithunya uma sikhetha umuntu, isithunya asikhethi ehila, isithunya asifani nedlozi. Idlozi lichuza ehila, idlozi lichuza someone ozolapha isizwe. Isithunya, when it chooses a person, it chooses a servant of the Spirit. And if you are a servant of the Spirit, isithunya will expect you to serve wholeheartedly. Isithunya will expect you to serve. Kumnyama kukubi kubomvu, isithunya will expect you to serve still, because it chose you as a servant. Khumbula ukuthi isithunya umoya osebenza ekukhanyeni, umoya osebenza ngokukhanya, umoya osebenza ngokuthula, umoya okhulekisa ukuthula emhlabeni. So it will expect you ukuthi since you are a servant, umthandazo wango 9 ilapho khona you show your servanthood. Ilapho khona ukhulekisa ukuthula emhlabeni, ukhulekisa abasemajele, ukhulekisa abagulayo ebhedlela, ukhulekisa wenzana and all of that. You don't become selfish ngomthandazo. So if you do that, umthandazo wango 9 becomes very important, because that's where you actually do the purpose why it chose you. So mayiqala isithunywa masiqala siphendula imthandazo yakho, sipholisa abantu ebhedlela, sipholisa abantu siguqula inhliziyo zabantu emajele and all of that. Imthandazo yakho leya ngo 12 iyaphenduleka nayo. So that's why ngithi umthandazo wango 9 uphendula umthandazo wango 12 ebusuku. That is where you separate them that is where you separate the two. So isithunya, when it chooses, it doesn't choose a healer, it chooses a servant. And this is how I testify on all of this. Kula masonto lawa oyi4 njoba ngwabalile. One thing that is mostly common now, ukuthi abaprofita bakhona, abaprofita bangabhadalwa. No one is paying them. No one is doing anything. Why, Makos? It's because Istunya Sakona believes that umumporofita, you are a servant. You are not a healer. You are a servant. You are there to serve the Spirit. That is why bangapata. That is why abaprofita base Saint John bapatala bo 5 rand 2 rand ukhanyisa ama 2 rand ama 5 rand. Ngalo mali sometimes uma unganayo unayo. ZCC abapatala next ke ntlobo umuntu asekhaya. Uhlankela modimo, uberekela modimo. That Shembe, I don't know if bakhona abaprofita or that, but umoya khona uma usebenza uyasebenza ngaleso sikhathi leso. Akuna ukuthi uyakhokha, akuna ukuthi wenzani. Same applies to Zion. It's the very same. Abaprofita baseZion, they are the most cheapest. Ungafika nje kumprofita yaseZion ufika ukhipha 15 rand. Uzakuprofita kushaya into ehamba phambili. Ehambayo futhi azakunikeza nesosho phezulu kwalokho. Why? It's because Isithunya believes that you are a servant. So idlozi lakho, that's where the cohesion comes. That's where the contrast comes. Because idlozi lakho believe ukuthi likuphele sipho leso ukuthi wena ukwazi ukuyiphilisa ngaso. So wena uma uzosithatha usebenzisa phakathi kwelinye isonto, uzenze a servant of it. Maqeda kabe bese nawe uqhubeka uyahlupheka. Ali understand lento le. It doesn't get it. That's why you find some people besonto phakathi kwalamasonto lawa but impilo zabo still izilokuzimile. Akuna mehluko, akuna shintsha akathola imisebenzi, uloku yahlupheka but still every Sunday uprofita abantu esontweni. Still every Sunday usizana nabantu esontweni, izinto zabantu ziyalunga, abantu bayakhanyelwa and everything like that. But yakhe impilo iloku imile. It's because of there's that contrast, there's that cohesion between yena nedlozi lakhe. Idlozi lakhe believes lesipho lesimele ngiyasebenzisa kuthi wena sikuphilise, but wena usebenzisa phakathi kwelinye isonto abantu bayalapheka and wena you're not getting anything. Therefore sizobamba inhlanhla zakho up until uze urealize what needs to be done correctly. The day you decide ukuphuma ngaphakathi ulandela ubizo lakho, that's where things start lighting up. Uyaqala uyabona ukuthi kahle nayo into engangibizelwe yona. And another thing idlozi elinyanyayo ukuthi you using your gift under someone's brand. It was going to be far much better if you were using it uwe independently. So abantu abanokuthandaza, abantu abangabasebenzi, you remember that I spoke about ilanga elifike liba rejuvenate, liba phamandla, elifike liba libabusise, liba rejuvenate throughout the day. And the sun has always been known to be a very masculine energy, a masculine spirit, a masculine energy, a masculine element. Abantu abangabathandazi, that is why I feel like esingabaprofethi siyashima, but at the same time siba uthando siyalithola. Abaprofethi yibo kahle abaprofethi bayachuza ukuthi baba single or babe single not. Abaprofethi bachuzi, bayamazi umuntu abamfunayo futhi bayamazi ukuthi bamfuna njani. So they are choosy. Bafana nesiprofita, sithathe noma ngabe yini, sichoose. Abantu abangabasebenzi bayizishimane. Uyishimane intombazane, uyishimane indoda, uyisishimane nje. Bayizishimane. And one of the reasons why bayizishimane, it's because of isipho sobusebenzi, isipho sobuthandazi. Sisuke saduma ngabogogo, saziwa ngokuthi singabogogo in everything, but kahle isipho sobuthandazi behind the scene sibuswa amakhehla, sibuswa abantu abadala, sibuswa amakhehla, the masculine energy. So umuntu owumthandazi is a blend of two. It's like a masculine energy operating in a feminine body, in a feminine energy. If you are a man, it becomes a fusion. It becomes the opposite. Being a man, a feminine spirit operating in a masculine body. So majority yabo abantu abangabathandazi, umkhulu ngeke azavume ukunwaya yenye intshebe, especially if abusa phezulu komzimba womuntu wesifazane. Angeke azavume. And ngisho ugogo angeke azavume ukuthi izizukulu sakhe aloku asibona nenye intombazanyana angayi understand and all of that. So labo yibo abantu engingasho ngithi ubushimane ababukhethi, beyazenzakalela nje automatically. Yibo abantu abahambayo bayoncenga bathi thokozani siyanicela bakithi, awu kwaze komaka saze soma ake nisize phela. And abantu futhi abanobuthandazi, abantu abanoprofeti, abantu abanobuthandazi, abantu abanobusebenzi, yibo abantu abastrugglisha kakhulu phakathi kulama Pentecostal churches. Umuntu asonto kulelo sonto lelo for 5 years yonke aloku athandazisa umoya, aloku aphethela umoya, bamnikeza insebenzo, bamnikeza indayelo every freaking Sunday, utholana nezinsebenzo, utholana, but still umoya wakhe awusebenzi, still umoya wakhe awufunction. It's because of isipho sobuthandaza kusisipho sokusebenza ngaphakathi kwesonto, isipho operator independently, siyasebenzela, siyazenzela sona ngokwaso. So imagine wena unekhehla elikubusayo, uhambe uthatha isipho sakho ufuna ukuyosebenzisa phakathi kwelinye isonto. Cabanga ukuthi umkhulu angavumela ukusebenza phansi kwenye indoda. Cabanga ukuthi umkhulu angavumela ukuphakamisa ingelosi yenye indoda. Wavumela ukuphakamisa ingelosi yomunye umuntu instead of ukuthi yena ayiphakamise yena ngokwakhe. Angeke azavuma. Uzaphetha uphethe ababhorofuda belokhu bebambe njalo isignal bathi hayibo gogo unesipho, hayibo gogo unomoya, hayibo gogo unesipho, hayibo ubathe uthi uyazama kungavuleki next up until uzuzimele wena ngokwakho besathi umkhulu sharp ngathi uyaqala ke manje uyangimamela. And guys, ninoticeni, I can testify this, ninoticeni sikhule kudume abathandazi than abaprofeti. Uzongitshela manginamanga. Sikhule kudume abathandazi than abaprofeti. Abathandazi bebahlonishwa ngenye indlela emangazayo. Umama umthandazi bombona ngofishane bakhe, sekangena eTexini nesiphika, bongeke umanamana ohlale phambi kwakhe ni. Hayi. Especially if unenkinga yokuhlushwa isibongo into ezifana lezi engabhodlile, bongeke umanamana. Sikhule saza abathandazi kakhulu. Sikhule kuthiwa kale mama umfishane leyana womthandazo, womthandazi uma uya kwakho uvuka ngo4 ekseni. Uya nje ne5 rand unemali ekhanyisayo, imali emhlophe ne2 litha yamanzi and all of that. Asikhulanga sibabona abasebenza phansi kwamasonto. Sibakhule sibona besebenza independently so. Bebayisebenzela nje bona ngokwabo. Sikhule ngabathandazi guys. Ningitsheleni mawube nginamanga, sikhule sazi abathandazi. And again, unotice imajority yabo bebahlala bodwa nabantwana babo. It's iloyo naloyo bozombona ubaba sendlini yakhona. The majority yabo bebashime blind ngendlela emangazayo. Makugogo nje lapha ugogo wakhona nabantwana bakhona. That's it. Baba khona awukazi wambona, mhlambe nawe awukazi wazi wamfanisa, ukhule sanga uthi if wayekhona mhlambe washona kudala. Mhlambe akakazi azabe naye. Sikhule ngabathandazi, sikhule sazabathandazi. Yebo izangoma bezikhona, besihlonipha. Kakade futhi bekwazi ukuthi siyathakatha. Oh, askis Kira, askis Mr. Askis. Okay, let me bring out my George ancestor. So, you know, we grew up having the prophet. We grew up having Basibeliti. Those are the people we knew. Sharp. As far as lamabandla a-operator ngalendlela a-operator ngakhona, a-operatiswa under isithunywa sabo esisebenzayo, esingabufuna ubungoma, esibona bungcolile and all of that. And by the way guys, you mustn't ever try ukuhlanganisa izinsebenzo zakuphi uyihlanganise nobungoma nemithi yakho thizeni. They will always clash, and mhlazi clasha kuyolimala wena. That is why kwamanye amabandla mawahambile wayosebenzisa imithi and all of that. I know for a fact esontweni lase-ZCC, if you go wayosebenzisa imithi and everything like that, you need ukuthi uzile. Why uzila? Suppose ungcolile according to them. so udinga ukuthi uzile ubuye uzohlambululwa ungene ngaphakathi esontweni ungcolile. Understand? So it's such things. These churches, they operate. Let me see. Okay, I'm almost done. So these churches, they just operate using seporofeto. In everything, okay, before I go there, isonto lase Jericho. Isonto lase Jericho lisebenza ngesithunywa, and isithunywa sakhona naso ugreen. But isonto lase Jericho alinamndawo. Instead, I doubt nabantu base Jericho bayazi. Lisebenza ngesithunywa instead of ukuthi libe nomndawo or libe nomnguni. Isonto lase Jericho linamabutho. Lisebenza ngamabutho. Idlozi lakhona amabutho. That is why abantu bakhona ngisho nesambatho sabo uyasibona nje ukuthi sabo sensei kunama chain, kunendishi, ama weapon nje uyabona ukuthi ba ready ukulwa anytime it's a war, ikhali sebenza ngamabutho. And isithunywa sakhona sekwaye ngendlela emangazayo. It's one of the most powerful, strong, lalela, strong, my darling. Abageji mabathe into injini. They don't miss. If something it's like that, it's like that. And yes, Kehla, that's why abanye baphatha imbazo. Isonto labo operator idlozi lakhona amabutho. They are always ready for impi kamoya. Isonto kereke ya Spirit, kereke ya Israeli. Khona le seporofeto ka gare. But ka hlahle isonto lase Israeli li isporofeto si submissive laphaya. The main spirit is operator ko kerekeng ya Israel. Umndao. Now you see the vice versa. Yeah. Israel is prophet is submissive. But the main gift that works there, umndao, the main spirit that works there, umndao. And I've explained a lot on umndao. I've said so mouthfully about umndao. So that is why amaphupho wase-Israel angathi anokuthakathingana ngaphakathi. That is why usually if you have ingelo sase-Israel, it will automatically appear with black. It will use black. Sometimes you won't dream yourself wearing black. You will dream of naked people. Amaphupho akhona ngathi anokuthakathingana ngaphakathi uma unga-understand. You will definitely, sometimes you'll even think ukuthi unesichitho oba kuthakatha kanti onalingelo la Israel. And lifuna ukusebenzela ngeinsebenzo zakhona, ngendlela nalazi ngakhona, ngendlela nalifuna ngakhona. Yeah. Which one did I miss? 12 apostle. Which one? Like the apostle le the normal one. Apostola it's mostly based on moya. Now it's quite similar to this apostolic churches, to this Pentecostal churches, because of isebenzisa umoya nayo. It's only ilawo nalawo amasonto wawasapostolo ozwathola inyanga zingena ngaphakathi and all of that. Uthothi mhlambe ubishop akhona uye umuntu oyi-2 type, oyi-twin plug. Then uthola ukuthi ke nisonto lakhona leyo branch leyo ke iyalivumela. Ipostola futhi nayo ifana neZion. Angeke uze uyilocate uthi bafana bonke. It depends ukuthi le branch le lempande le ubishop akhona bekayi-type enjani, lo bekayi-type enjani, lo bekayi-type enjani, but the origin yakhona umuntu oyi-one it's one person. So nepostola it might have one person mhlawumbe owayesebenza ngesithunya njengoba naye namhlanje idila ngamanzi and everything like that, isebenza ngomoya and everything like that. But now it no longer like that. It differs kuma branches. If ibranch yakhona ubishop akhona uyisangoma samprofeti sasangoma, ilapho uzothola khona nabantu bakhona bayileyo type leyo yabantu, whereby nobungoma buyangena ngaphakathi nesithunya siyangena ngaphakathi, i-fusion nje ecishe ifana naleyo. So in my conclusion, Makosi, would you say, above everything that has been said ngalamasonto lawa, that it's a cult, that it's kuyathakathwa, it's a cult, kuthwalwa ngabantu and everything like that, would you say lamasonto lawa athwele? Yeah. Is all of them actually athwele. But now ngifuna ungimamele kahle. Yabona isithwalo senyoka kuphela esikwazi ukusebenza anywhere using isalamusi and all of that. Isithwalo depends on the energy that you feed it. What type of an energy that you're feeding it. Isithwalo depends on that. Abanye bogogo engibabonayo la, engize ngibabiza ngamagama, nani niyabazi, engibabonayo la kuma eitradweni zethu saku Facebook, mawujeya ngekhona nje uthi labo gogo labo sibabonayo, iy'thwalo zabo yazi njani, zifeeder on a negative energy. The more you give them a negative energy, it's the more isithwalo sabo sibaphakamisa. If ningaqala nikhulume into embi ngabo, no, if ningaqala nikhulume izinto ezinhle ngabo, isithwalo sabo it's no longer able ukuthi sibaphakamise. So they will have to make a sort of a distraction yana, kube khona into abayipostayo engathi bheke eceleni khona nizokwazi to feed that negative energy. Hawu seqalileke, yo hayi uyathakatha, yo hayi this, yo hayi that. The more you give them that negative energy, it's the more sibaphakamisa. But if you start speaking good things, they have to do something out of the way. So lento yabatshela ukuthi no angisakwazi ukusebenza, ngathi senilunge kakhulu manje, bheka ngapha. So immediately they short left, that's when you give nina niqala nibapha that negative energy, nabo siyabaphakamisa. They keep on prospering, they get more followers and all of that. Esokuqala leso sithwalo. Isithwalo sesi-2 kukhona isithwalo esisakha, angithi lesana sisakha energy, lesiyana sisakha the power. Sisakha the power lesiya. And isithwalo esinjalo esisakha the power, isithwalo samathwasa kakhulu. Uma umuntu ehambelwa yothwasa kugobela othwele, chances zokuthi makaphuma asebenze are very low, because isithwalo sakhe sisakha the power, sidla amandla. If mhlambe bowulo umuntu lona ongena ephehlweni, idlozi lakho liyathwasisa lenza yonke into leyo, sisakha that power. With that power sikwazi ukubiza amanye amathwasa, but lawo mandla lawo asebenze la kagobela, angasebenzeli wena. Isithwalo sabo sisebenza kanjalo. Bese lesi esala kulamasonto lawa, isithwalo sakhona sisebenza kanjani? Akusisithwalo sokuthi banenyoka, akusisithwalo sokuthi banesigubhu abasebenzayo, akusisithwalo esokuthi kunabotikoloshi okunama boys abasebenzayo. but isithwalo sabo isithunywa sabo qobo lwaso. Isithwalo sabo sifida kahle kahle la abathwalanga nga something, bathwale ngani, bathwale ngabantu. Yazi isithwalo sabo sisebenza kanjani? And uzocall manje. The more nikhuleka egameni labo, it's the more ingelosi yabo isakha that energy, iphakama, ikwazi ukubiza abanye abantu. So the more nikhuleka nithi egameni lika egameni lika na egameni lika na niphakamisa bona, niphakamisa ingelosi yakhona, nifida amandla. And the more you do that, it's the more ikwazi ukukhula, it's the more ikwazi ukumema abanye abantu, it's the more ikwazi uku-invite, it's the more ibandla likhula, it's the more people come in. One thing engizontshela yona, lamabandla abuswa isithunywa, isithunywa of which siyisithwalo sakhona ngendlela ehlukile, but still isithunywa sakhona uma sibiza abantu, asibizi abantu abangadinga usizo. Isithunywa sakhona sibiza abantu abadinga usizo, noma ngabe kuyisithwalo sakhona, but sizokusiza masifuna ukukusiza. Mawugula sizokulapha. If umoya wakho mhlambe kumele uvuleke, sizokusiza ukuthi uvuleke umoya wakho. Khona kuyaphileka mntasekhaya, ngixoxele mina, kuyaphileka khona. But kusuke kudepende ukuthi amadlozi akini ayavuma yini ukuthi ube lapho. But khona kuyaphileka. Asithi uma sibiza abantu sibiza abathakathi, sifuna laba abadinga usizo. Ngisho noma ungahamba ushoniphi uyele nale, bathi nasifulana uma ufike ZCC bafike bakuthathela ijoko lapha bakwenzeni after 3 days 4 days iweek inyana upholile uyabuya right. Sikusizile isithwalo sakhona, sikusebenzelile. Mina namhlanje umoya wami uyasebenza, it's because of ngasizwa isonto la ZCC. Ngicabanga ukuthi ngaphandle kwalo kube nami ngisesephakathi kwalethuhleho eniphakathi kwayo. But isn't my things were simpler because of Kerekele ilantusha. And wathi umoya wami usanda kuvuleka when I was 11 years old. Abo clever bawuvala ngangina 13 ngiyislimanyana nje, so bawuvala. I think ngahlala like about a month or 2 months so umoya wami ungasebenzi manje nami nginamanga 3 months or something like that. Ngingaka notice ukuthi umoya awusebenzi up until kwaze wangifikela ukuthi no man, something is missing, something is wrong. You know, I had to esontweni bafike bakhipha indayelo. I remember ngifika esontweni ngize eGosheni laba bafaka into ezibrown, ngize eGosheni ebusuku, umprofita wangithatha, ngafike ngezwe ngaye wathi ndoda umoya wakho uvalekile. Bara mona makhala umoya wakho awukweji kare he bara wathi umprofita njengamanje phakama, bafike bakuphethela indayelo neso esontweni. Ngafike ngangena ngaphakathi kwegosha labo labani bangiculela isifo samoya, bangiculela inalimudisa, bangiculela bangiphethela indayelo lakhona. Akuphelanga 5 minutes waqhuma umoya wasebenza. Till today my spirit is working. Till today isithunywa sami sesaprogressa ngendlela emangazayo, sakhula slow sisebenza. So some people amadlozi abawafuni ukuthi baye kulawo mabandla lawo, but siye thina ngoba sizwa kuthiwa bathi no kuyasizakala and all of that. But if idlozi lakho lingafuna alifuni, liyazi ukuthi lizokwenzela kanjani. So is it necessary to bash these churches? No, it's not. Because abanye abantu bayaphila ngaphakathi. Wena because awuzange uzophila kusho abantu abakini azange bavume ngawo. But bashing them it won't do anything for you. Yeah. I've said mouthful. But then that's the whole situation. That's the whole thing. Di bushwa ke moya, di bushwa ke sporofeto le monda wa teng. And I think amadlo zethu at some point laba izipho zabekwazi ukusebenza ngaphakathi. I think bavume just because they recognize maybe the spirit or isithunya sakhona, or they recognize whatever. Or mhlambe bathuke bakuthumele khona bathi nofika uthola usizo entweni engangalena, then bese uyasuka uyahamba. Bese wena udecide ukuhlala ngaphakathi kanti bona bebathe nje hamba ufike uthi khabo bese uyaphuma uyahamba. Then wena because uvele usuke ube comfortable udecide ukuhlala uthi uma uhlala bese lelo sonto lelingibathi lekwenza lesicwaco izinto zakho ivaleke. Kanti bona bebangafuni kanjalo. Bebafuna ukuthi ufike ukhabule bese uyaphuma uyahamba. It's that type of a situation. But anyway, love you lots. Love you so much. I just hope that guys ngicela nize camping. Wozani ecampini. Nizongibuza face to face ke manje. Wozani ecampini, wozani nizongibuza face to face. Wozani sizobuzana face to face. 3 days yonke nje. Lokuthi manje makhosi mawuphepha mayonnaise efridge, what does it mean? Okay, it means like this. Manje makhosi wozani just nje kube mnandi and everything like that. Nkulunkulu anhle, nkulunkulu anginenzele kahle. I love how I'm a self-initiated group. They are so progressing. They are so doing so much. Thank you so much, guys, for participating. Gogo Wendy, I see you, my darling. You are so handling Ipitori ngendlela emangazayo. Ipitori iyakhula, guys. Ipitori, it's a brand on its own. Thank you so much, ngiyabonga. Fostoras, Tembisa, Durban, Cape Town, Mafikeng, Northwest, Soweto. Thank you so much, ngiyabonga, guys. And the branches are growing. Durban, the branches are growing so much. The branches are growing so big and they are doing things. Khulani mandaba mama, khulani. Self-initiate phambili. Angeke sizwe ngabo. Sizoyenza lento nizokwenzeka. Babe yenza nasekuqaleni. Singahlulwa yini nathina. Love you lots. Love you.